No, it really is, especially considering the amount of information that people have now with respect to the stats. Like the vast
Right.
majority of these shootings are committed with handguns. I mean, we're talking the vast majority. So
Right.
for them to follow it up immediately after and talk about what is used a fraction of the time in these shootings, it kind of speaks very loudly to how disingenuous they are about actually looking for a solution. They're trying to get a goal, and the goal essentially is to get gun control. That's really all they care about. So it's almost as if they wait for these types of tragedies to happen so that they can leverage it to get their goal. Because if we were talking solutions, we wouldn't be talking about a gun that's used a fraction of the time in these types of shootings. We'd be
Right.
talking about, okay, how do we take what are soft targets and make them hard? We're like, that's not even mentioned. And then when it's brought up, they say things like, well, we don't want our schools to look like prisons. Why are we talking aesthetics when we're talking about the safety of our children?
Can I ask a question? Like, what if you really cared about the murder of innocents? And I think most people, I do. People who disagree with me and everything, I think people do care. But if you were rational about it, you would want to know all the factors that led to it, and you'd want a tox screen from the blood of the killer. Like a lot of these people seem like they're on an awful lot of pharmaceuticals. What other pharmaceuticals? Why can't we know that? And if they describe their motive in writing in a manifesto, why can't we see that? I don't understand. I mean, we're being lied to while the children haven't even been buried yet. I don't know why no one else is offended by that.
You know, that's interesting you said that, Tucker. I actually was talking with a good friend of mine, and he stated the same thing. He was like, all of these things have been released to us rather quickly. We have the video of the cops actually taking down the suspect. We have all of this information, except for the information that really matters most to get to the deeper issue involved here. Because
Yeah.
you got to think about the type of mentality and mindset of somebody who can look at a child, point a gun at them, and pull the trigger. That's dark. Or possibly there's something else going on here, but we don't know. We can't get any insight because, as you pointed out, simply we don't have that information, and they don't want to give it to us.
But they never want to explain why anything happens. Why did 9/11 happen? I still don't know. I honestly don't. I mean that. They hate our freedoms. Okay, but really? Was there more to it than that? Why did Russia invade Ukraine? It seemed like kind of counterintuitive. Why'd they do that? Why did these mass shootings happen? Well, I mean, maybe there's a reason, but why aren't we talking about it? Seriously.
Well, because I think because you maintain more control if you can control the narrative. You can't control the narrative when you have the truth, because the truth will supersede the narrative if the narrative doesn't line up with the truth. So of course I'm going to shield you from the truth so I can control the narrative and get you to do what I want.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But in a democracy, you can't lie to the population. Okay, that's not allowed because it's a self-governing country, so you can't do that. But they do it. Colleen Moore, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you.
Thanks.